I'll just mess with
Don't you lie. They about to go to jail right there and now. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone. And we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like it to the speckled bird, also known as the Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they are as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes, the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians, the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, the tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians, the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, the tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians, the tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians, the tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians and Chileans, the tribe of Asher, the so-called Columbus and Uruguayans, and the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's get right into it.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Well, if you teach them, somebody else read. Yeah, if you teach somebody else. Okay.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, starting at verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
So the Lord said He's gonna have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, right? So those are His people, and say what, that the sons of Jacob are not consumed. So there's never been a time period where the Lord was wroth with us and He cast us out and He punished us, but there was never a way where He said, these are my people no more. So what? He's still gonna do what? He's gonna still have mercy on His people and will yet choose Israel, right? And it said, well, and set them in their own land. So we ain't gonna wait for no people to come together and make no Balfour Declaration and sign papers, this and that. No, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gonna put us back in this land by His own power, in our land by His own power.
But where's Israel's land? I mean, where's the Israelites' land? In Israel, not Africa. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, somebody get Galatians 4 and 26.
This is
And it's not the Vatican either. Go ahead.
this is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
So that's our land. And where the Lord gonna put us back to, our homeland, Israel. Go ahead, Chad.
So
yeah.
it's back in Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And these strangers, they talking about all these other heathens, ain't talking about the body of believers as vocab talking about all these heathens that say, oh, I confess that Jesus Christ is my Savior, we can be saved. No, they said the strangers talking about who the Israelite foreigners, those who was estranged from the Commonwealth of Israel, but are being brought back, like us at the point in time we were strangers. We didn't know who we were, we didn't know our heritage, our language, and so forth and so on, but we have been brought back. Now we've been made, we're not strangers anymore. We're considered neighbors in a sense. We consider friends, brothers and sisters, knowing our heritage now. But you are a stranger when you don't know something or you are estranged away, right? And then not only that, but also like the Israelite foreigners, so all those are people, whether they know who they are or not. When the time period comes, when the destruction of this place comes and the restoration of our kingdom come, all of our people, whether they be 2/3 or not, or those who are slaves for destruction, they're gonna be considered those strangers that cleave to the house of Jacob, as we're gonna be one.
Precept. This is the book of Ephesians, beginning at verse 11. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands. Verse 12, that at the time you were without Hamashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of the promise, having no hope and without Yahweh in the world. All right, so that's what it's saying. That right there is just proving that we're the strangers. The point is in 12, we were those strangers from the commonwealth of Israel. all those, also those aliens, those Gentiles. Like you said, when we lost our heritage and started to take on the ways of the heathen, that's how we became strangers.
Yeah, appreciate it. Jeremiah 13:11.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 11. For as the girdle cleaveth to the loins of a man, so have I caused to cleave unto me the whole house of Israel and the whole house of Judah, saith the Lord, that they might be unto me for a people, and for a name, and for a praise, and for a glory, but they would not hear.
So that's those strangers that's going to cleave into the house of Jacob is what? Israelites. Not the heathen, huh?
Except northern and the southern.
Yep. Not no heathens, man.
If I can, I read Isaiah 14:1. But the Lord will have mercy on the descendants of Jacob. He will choose Israel as his special people once again. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land. And people from many different nations will come and join them there and unite with the people of Israel.
And that's just the scattered flock of the Israelites. Right. Due to the our disobedience, we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So the ones that are scattered, like you just read, those are the ones that Scripture is talking about. The Israelite foreigners, man, that were scattered all throughout the world.
I want to get James 1:1.
James. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant unto Yahweh and the Lord of Yahushua HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings.
So again, it's not talking about the whole world, man. It's talking about the Israelites that were scattered all over the earth, all right? That look like the other nations, man. All right, what they call them, the speckled bird.
But if you want to bring in the word world, then that's talking about the world of Israel.
Because the world goes got many different definitions, man. All right, don't just mean the whole. Some of it mean the whole world. Some of it, like you have the sports world, different worlds within this world, man. All right, so he's talking about the world of Israel, like the elder was just going into.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17.
So like, now if your viewers are wondering why we're being so technical, well nowadays you have to be so technical because you got a lot of people out there, especially demons out here that's trying to rearrange the scriptures and try to manipulate the words of the Bible, man. So we have to be like technical now. We can't just speak abroad anymore. The people that take something that you say and run with it and make it a whole nother doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
God, so like the elders talking about that world going to that cosmos mean a set arrangement, a set order, or in it they done changed it, but it was like an actual set tribe, right? That main kindred, when it goes into what? Revelation 7:9, it goes into Fulay. The kindred's talking about the 12 descendants of the patriarch of Jacob.
Matter of fact, since you said kindred, so when I get Romans, what is it, 9? It say my brother and my kindred, according to the flesh.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 4. It says, who are Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises. It says, like y'all started.
And that adoption is talking about, man, still you adopted back to your heritage, man. All right, because we had lost our heritage at one point. All right, and we forgot that we didn't even know that we were the Israelites that the Bible was speaking of. Talking to Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, we were out here acting like the rest of these other nations, man. All right, so the Lord brought us out of that. All right, He brought us back, to our heritage, man. As knowing what the law, statutes, and commandments is being the Israelites that the Bible was speaking of, man. All right.
You start back up at Romans 9 and 3. It says, for I could wish that myself were cursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises.
So everything that the scriptures is talking about is geared towards the Israelites, man. All right, the covenants, all right, the promises, those are all to the Israelites. They're not for the whole world, man. All right, that's that scripture you just heard it, man. And there are multiple scriptures that saying that it's only Israelites, man. That's it. All right, you can try to manipulate it all you want, but the fact remains that it's still talking about Israelites, man. And that's it. All right, and you can't prove what's wrong. You can't use none of the scriptures to prove what's wrong, man. All right, go ahead.
I appreciate it. Y'all appreciate it. We got to go back to before we get too far on.
So in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
So that's what happened to us, man, through our disobedience, because we made a promise. All right, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, it tells us in verse 15 that if we were to go off, all these curses were going to come upon us, man. And one of those curses was us losing our heritage, man. So we lost it all, man. We didn't even know who we were. We were just out here mingling, thinking we were African Americans, all right, niggas, all right, and things of that nature, man. All right, but the Lord, He brought us back through what the Abba Bivens, all right, and the Apostle Tahar, Apostle Rekah, Apostle Gabar, and Apostle Rablah, and the elders, all right. They through the scriptures they knew they brought us back, all right, through the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, the Lord opened that wisdom up to them for them to understand and bring us back. Go ahead, bro.
So don't forget about how people are. Yeah. I appreciate Icon too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies and the land which thou knowest not.
And it's still to this day, man. And the land that know it not is America, man. All right, we still to this day, well, not us. All right, the nation of Israel, as for the most part, is still serving their enemies, man. Which are who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, they're still giving him all the praise, glory, and honor instead of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, they're lifting Esau on high instead of the Lord, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So now the Lord's pissed off, man. At you Israelites, man. All right, so that's why he said 2/3 will be cut off and die, man. He's gonna have to put some of y'all to death before y'all realize that y'all are Israelites, man. Before y'all come back to who you're supposed to be, he's about to put you to death. All right, because there's no other way out for you, because you're not going to see it, man. All right?
Well, some even know they're Israelites, but they got these whole outer space doctrines, man. like this one dude you see on YouTube, you talk about some what is it? You got the 2 strands at the end of your chromosome, and you know what I'm saying? The intergalactic.
Yeah.
Your third eye, your left elbow, and no, not here. He bugged out too. It's another. What's his name? Some Carson dude. It ain't big. It's some Carson. He claims he worked for NASA, or whatever. And you got the gene in your body to like your arm get cut off the rear helice because you got the double strand chromosome. Man,
just stick to the Bible, man.
You know what I'm saying? All this whole way with bugged out doctrines, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to get closer to God, drink your cup of grape Kool-Aid, and you know what I'm saying? To cleanse your pineal gland. Man, these people out here bugged out, man. If you ain't got this truth, you is bugged out, man. You know? He said he got to want to back you up and then get yours. That's exactly what you said about being hurt. Go ahead. Somebody else said they had one too. Okay, shock you, man. We'll go back to Isaiah 14. Oh, okay.
This is Jeremiah 24, verse 9. And I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth, for their hurt to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse.
All right, so the Lord, He did a number on us Israelites, man, for being disobedient, man. All right, He gave us into the hands of our enemies, man. And hey, man, that was a great enemy too, man. Esau is doing his job, man, as an enemy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And he's geared to kill you Israelites, whether you know it or not, man. Everything that he does is geared to take you down, man, and to kill you, man, or to make you go off from the Lord, man. All right, that's his whole agenda. All right, if you're an enemy of somebody, you don't have their best interest at heart, man. And Esau, Edom is our enemy, so they don't have our best interests at heart in no way, shape, form, or fashion, man. All right. So the Lord, but that's who we chose to what? To be like, man, as a nation. So the Lord turned us into the hands of them, man. And look what they've done, man. We're at the lowest state, all right, that we've ever been since we were made, man. We're at the lowest state that we've ever been. All right, go ahead.
In all places,
Everything is off. Everything is, and everybody is off, man. All right, the women are off. They're super off. All right, the children are off. All right, the men, yeah, because of the women. All right, for the most part. All right, the men are off because of them. Yeah, raised by them. All right. But Esau, he's the main contributor to this thing that we're going through, man.
Sure.
All right, even through Cain, man.
No, actually, back in the garden with Eve.
Eve, yeah.
That's the same white man that whispered that BS in her ear.
That's right, man.
And what she do? She take it home and overthrew her husband.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Been our enemy, man, since from jump, man. All right. So it's going to take a lot of I hate to say it, of you women getting laid to rest, man. All right, for you to get you a right man.
Micah 7:10.
So the Lord's he's gonna do a number on you ladies, and I hate to even talk about y'all, man. But y'all are super crew right now, man. All right, go ahead.
Super duper duper duper.
in all places, whether it's ice or driving.
So the Lord scattered us throughout the whole four corners of the earth. All right, go ahead. All right, let's see.
Forget that Micah 7:10. Go get yours. Then going back to Isaiah.
Isaiah 10 and 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are escaped, the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. It's Isaiah 10 and 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more stay upon him that smote them.
Right, so 1/3 the elected of the nation of Israel is saying they should not stay upon him. Right, and this time period right now, they're not going to be dependent on Esau. Or from looking for the wants and needs, stuff like that. You know, yeah, we're in the world, but it said what, to use the world, not abuse it. So yeah, we got to do things and live in order, but we're not depending on Esau to save us from the sad perils that's coming to this place. We depend on Yahweh Shem Shai to preserve us, to protect us, to be a safe haven for us, to guide us in the righteous path, to lead us to ultimately lead us to salvation, but ultimately lead us to that safety that we're gonna need in the time period to come.
Why would you depend on somebody that's personally trying to kill you?
Or depend on somebody that can't even save themselves.
Right.
The judgments are ready for them to be destroyed. So that's what I'm saying, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Right? I said, woe unto you who can depend on this man. Say, curse be man who put his trust in me. Right? You're supposed to put your trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, but if the time period gonna come, we're gonna see that we're all best are off. When you put your trust in this man, that's gonna be led. You can be led to the death and destruction because you trusting them and not trusting Yahweh Shem Shai.
Well, you see it now with the juicy juice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dropping like flies, little kids, everything. Right? From trusting in this white man. You know what I'm saying? And his wicked ass system, man.
Or what they did, people trusting them with that whole moratorium with the rent stuff.
Yep.
Y'all made some, man, they said we got to worry about it, with this thing going on. And then when the first came, 13 million people got evicted from their homes.
Yep.
That's why you depend on this white man. Think he ain't never been for your cause. He ain't never been for your part. He only been for your destruction, for your death. Right. So even though he may smile in your face and it's okay, we want to do this and this and that, they got plans in the works, behind closed doors, ultimately to destroy you and to kill you.
So somebody get that in Sirach.
And Gil Bates, can't even say their name, man. Gil Bates said that the bank said that state was gonna, that juice was gonna wipe some of y'all out, man.
Yeah, and that meat. Yeah.
He said it in front of their face, man, boldly too, man, and act like it was nothing. Just kept on going with the paragraph. I mean, it seems like what he said one won't raise no eyebrows, man. Like, go ahead. There's also articles, like I just did one recently, they said, you know, the Gates guy, he's a child-loving philanthropist or whatever.
Yep.
But then in that same meeting, what they said, they trying to limit the population of the world through jabbing you.
Yep.
And don't you come in the world as a baby? But he loved him.
Yeah, all right. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you did some rock.
I got it. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. It reads, Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Then jump down where it say, about, what is it? Yeah, though you were crouching. He's freely with his lips.
Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Right. So first it said what? To never trust him. Right? It's not a suggestion or a thought. That was an actual commandment. Right? And then it say, though he go crouching, right? He humble himself down, speaking these fair speeches, oh, I just want to help y'all. We on y'all side. We in this together. He gonna be as like a looking glass. This nigga ain't changed. He's still the same. He's still that same black man that come rape, rob, and murder people. And you his main adversary. Then it said, set him not by you. Meaning you ain't supposed to be joining unions with him and being okay with him and shaking hands with him and making pacts with him. As I say, don't join him, the wicked shall not go unpunished.
Yeah, what that devil say? He said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, turn around and call a Jake boy. A grown man called him a boy. Well, that's what y'all voted for. You know what I'm saying? Then he, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Then he gonna tell y'all his patience was getting thin, and his target was the tribes, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
Straight in your face.
Right.
Look you dead in your eyes and said,
Then that black woman, and when that other devil in London came, Prince Charles, she was all geeked, crawling on her knees like he was the Lord himself. Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
You know, it's funny that you said that because it was a polling that came out. I think it said 80% of the people who voted for him wish they never did.
Yep.
And that's what you get. See, that's what you get. Oh, I know the text verse goes to that too, but that's what you get.
Yep.
And I just want to highlight what they said. They say what? To never trust him, to beware of him, be circumspect about him, and don't be beside him. Don't join hands with him. These are the guidelines that we are told how we are to maneuver and navigate around our enemies. There's all these 17 other nations, even 2/3 of our people, but ultimately, you know, who we talking about, Esau, even the so-called white man. Who ain't never been for your part.
What's so crazy is when I was growing up in the South, man, my grandparents used to tell me, you can't trust these white people. You can't trust these crackers. They devil. But then my mama come with this church doctrine, this Jeebus juice. That's not the spirit of the Lord. That's not Jesus Christ. And it wiped out their spirit, man. Because my grandfather, her daddy, he couldn't stand white people. Even my daddy, my real daddy, he couldn't stand white people. Always warned us, never trust them pink-toed bastards. Never trust them red devils. You know what I'm saying? And you see why. But then you got our people out here that go to these churches, get indoctrinated, and now they want to, I gotta love my enemies. No, that's not what the Lord meant for us, man. The worst thing that happened to our people was desegregation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when we were segregated, we knew who our enemy was, and we had more support and love for one another. But since this white man united all of us, well, look what happened, man.
And thou, at the last, remember my words.
Right, so the Lord said, remember these words. right? They was write it down, take a picture,
Yeah.
laminate it, remember these words that you have about you trying to say it to you. And it's me speaking to you through his spirit.
And be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent?
Right, so like what the other said with the whole juicy juice thing. And you was warned by the men of the Lord, said not to trust this man, not to take this and that. Now people dropping like flies. So and then why y'all don't have no compassion for y'all people? Why y'all feel bad for them? Because we warned you already, and you went and did it anyway. Like he said, so who shall pity a charmer that's bit with a snake? This nigga got this little flute and playing with this king cobra and he get bit. Why would I feel bad for you? You messing with him?
Get cooked. What he did?
Right. Like even like around the fire, the fire hot. You keep jumping over this thing, get burnt. Who's gonna feel bad for you? That's the nature of it. That's what fire do. It burn you. That's what snakes do. They bite you. So this man, he set up to destroy you. That's what he gonna do to you.
What's so crazy is, it wasn't just us that were telling you.
Yeah.
It was even social media telling you. All kind of stuff on TikTok and Instagram tell you not to take it, not to take it. This is why. This is poison. Give me all the ingredients of what's in it, and you people still fell for it and took it. They call us conspiracy theories.
But then they said what? That there's a lack of conspiracy theories because why? They all done came true.
Yeah.
They all done been manifested to be the truth.
Yeah, they use that conspiracy. They use that word conspiracy theory to try to throw you off. Because
Yeah.
most of the time when you hear conspiracy theory, they make regular people be like, "Oh man, I ain't listening to that." All right, but babe, we was conspiracy theorists, but now guess what, man? Through the spirit of power, y'all shine. Everything that from the apostles on down to us younger brothers have said that's came true, man. All right, and we told you over and over. You've been warned over and over and many times through many videos. All right, that you're not supposed to do what you did, and now you're suffering the consequences.
Or any such as come not nigh wild beast.
Right, like when the people be like they got these enemies in captivity in the zoos, but then you get to playing around them and this and that, and you fall in, then you get your ass toe up. And say you come out and get wild beasts, what are they gonna do to you? Right? Why you think when they be in the wild and stuff like that, they be 100 yards and 100 this and that way, and then when they look at them, they be oh. Because they know if they get closer, or they come to pet, if they get close to them, or they get agitated about it, they gonna kill you. So why would we feel bad for you? Or like, what's the dude named Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
Playing with damn manta rays, the crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
It knowing these things got a deadly barb that they kill you, but you crikey.
Cracks the wall up in wide.
Right.
So where's that sound?
Right. Wrestling with crocodiles and shit like that. Who gonna feel bad for you when they bite your damn head off? But then he met his demise. He got pricked. He got pricked there with. But yeah, like this, what we said, man, ain't nobody gonna feel bad for you when the warnings go down, like the elder said, even from the some of the apostle elders, the rest of like my men on down, and then like I said, even the scientists, and then even other people, this and that, the warnings come down, you shunned it, now you got it, now you got to deal with the consequences.
Now you drop being free.
Right.
You people are so stupid. Hell, even the CEO of Pfizer said, "I'm not taking that." Now the president tell you he's not taking his own juicy juice. Duh.
Well, the philanthropists that love everybody. Bill Gates. How the hell you tell everybody they need to get this and stop this, and your family ain't get it?
Yeah, even Dr. How should I say, Dr. Fauci, he even take it.
Right. Dr. Adolf.
Yeah.
What the president say? When his family took it, are you okay?
But see, even some of them was lying because they show like images of them. They'll have like a fake needle, put it in their arm. You see juice running down their arm because the needle didn't go. It retracted back into back into the thing. So they didn't even get juicy juice.
Or who was the first volunteer to the whole world?
Yeah.
Nigga stood up there, took that, and what happened to her?
She got stuck for real.
Yeah.
They gave her a triple dose. They gave her a triple dose because her shit hit like instantly.
Instantly. Oh, shoot.
Her eyelashes started falling down. Oh man, She woke up, she had 3 teeth in her mouth, like a jack-o'-lantern. Man, they ain't listening though. We out here teaching, telling you not to take it. People drive by. You're conspiracy theorists. You preach a hate speech, or go get a job, you bum, or you liars and all that stuff. And look what happened. They not so crazy after all.
But you know, that's how you know the world's so crazy, because then they got the artists come out, you know, talking about the anti people against that. Now they're the most awful people in the world. Yeah, people dropping dead from getting it. That's how you know the place is just bugged out.
Now they try to pass laws where they don't even push it no more.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to find some partisans that's not been juiced up, right? So we can make it to our destination. Uh-oh, it's like...
Yeah, boy.
No, they had pretty. Somebody had pretty. Look,
let the Lord speak.
Yeah, he got some more. He let them get their precepts out.
This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusted in the staff of his broken reed on Egypt.
Right. And today, you know, we in spiritual Egypt. You know, pursuing the what? Revelation 11, verse 8. It's a spiritual Egypt, spiritual side, right? This is the president is the modern day Pharaoh. That's why it speaks about what Egyptians shall be an Egyptian in Isaiah 19. That's talking about these people over here. Yep. The modern day Egyptians, the modern day Babylonians, and so forth and so on. Right? So go ahead, bro.
Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trusted in him.
Right. Because you leaning on these people for safety. You lean on these people for salvation. You lean on these people for all the necessities that you need to provide for everything that you need. Right? So ultimately what you're going to receive, what's going to lead up to what? That digital O. Right? You're going to accept that. You're going to be like, yes, I want this to be my master. I'm going to accept their brand. I'm going to serve them. You're going to put his name on you. Right? And what's going to happen to you for you trusting Egypt and trusting the broken staff, right? You're going to be destroyed with Pharaoh and the rest of the Egyptians.
Right? And that's what it's coming down to, man. That digital currency, man. This is when brothers' faith really going to have to kick in another notch. You know what I'm saying? This is where the rubber going to meet the road, because what you going to do if you ain't got that C-hip in your body, you can't go to the store and get your Captain Crunch no more. You know what I'm saying? Your Doritos and nacho cheese dip. You ain't gonna get that no more. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting their pork skin and beer, you know what I'm saying, and Swisher sweets. You ain't better do that no more. You know? It's over for that.
Right. You can go to the dentist.
Yep.
Can't go to Jiffy Lube, get your oil change.
Yep.
Can't pay your rent, your mortgage. You can be paid for nothing. And we always speak about, of course, you know, hey, buying and selling, you know, going to mind these necessities that you need, but it's a lot of stuff that you're not going to be able to do that requires some type of payment unless you have said device.
Yep.
A lot of people gonna fall out through the truth, man, when that happens.
Yep.
A lot of people you thought was gonna be strong and mighty, they gonna fall out this truth, man.
Right.
The Lord gonna separate the boys from the men. You gotta really pray that He keep His spirit on you, man.
Right, man.
Cause it's easy to say. It's easy to say you ain't gonna take it. All right, but what about when all those, like what Tab's going into, and all those things start hitting you, man? Your household, man. All right, when your faith is tested 1,000 times over, man. All right, so you really got to pray, man. Let the Lord keep His spirit on you. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, we done been homeless. We done been.
Right.
We done went without eating. We done ate out the garbage can. We know what it's like, man. A lot of y'all ain't never been through this, so when that first day passed, you get that headache. Your stomach just gave up growling like, man, fuck it, you ain't gonna feed me. You know what I'm saying?
Gave up that damn fast.
You know what I'm saying?
One day.
No! Stick me! Now! Stick me!
Wife gonna be in your ear.
Yeah.
You fool, take the chip. That's what she gonna be saying, man.
That spirit of Job wife.
Yeah.
You rather curse God and die.
Well, a lot of it, man, there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna fall out for that, man. All right, so you gotta really pray, man. We come to times where you gotta really pray, man. I'm on the bar, did a beautiful video on it.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna have to really, really get in tune with the spirit. Or you how about shooting how was shy, man. Alright? It's time to buckle down, it's time out for all the BSing, man. Alright, go
You
ahead.
got little babies in the house crying, they're hungry. Shoot. You gonna feel the pressure from your family. You gonna let us sit here and die? What kind of man are you? They gonna end up doing like that Edomite on the road. Remember shit, his wife just said, fuck it. She just left.
I'm going outside.
Yeah, I gotta survive, I'm gone.
Come out here.
Left him with the son and everything. Man, hard times is coming for real,
That's
man.
right, man.
You hear people?
We ain't even seen nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you good, bro. You hear people say the struggle is real. You finna see how real it's gonna get, man.
Like, we ain't seen nothing yet, man.
Nope.
But you still can go to the store. Or you still can go to work. Or your money's still good right now, man. Alright? So it's easy to say. Alright, these things are easy to say. That's why I say the scripture say you be a doer of the word, not a hearer only, man. Alright, because soon you have to put your money where your mouth is, right? Alright, that's why it's just best to just be quiet, man, and pray. It's best to be quiet and pray to the Lord, man, that He keep that spirit on you, man. Alright? Learn some skills, learn how to fish, learn how to hunt.
That's right.
Alright, put some of that stuff to use. Alright? Go ahead.
So what you gonna do when you know your paycheck is coming Friday, but then they implement that C-HIP and you go to your account and it say access denied? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do?
Damn!
You gonna start sweating like, what the fuck? I can't, no.
What happened?
Let me restart my phone.
What's going on?
Something wrong with the app.
That's right, what's going on?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or then your rent, let's say your rent due tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Car note, light bill, all due that week. But you can't get your paycheck because you ain't got now they implement the C-HIP and you ain't got it.
Rent due.
You know what I'm saying?
You
That
got
week.
your last cash of peace. You ain't got nothing. Alright?
Now at first them being one to pillar.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got
They
nothing.
finger licking now. They finger licking now. You hit your last 3 puffs on your hand with your ass going You had heartburn.
And then your wife in your ear, you gotta go get us some food. Bitch, I can't even breathe. What the hell you talking about?
Like,
Go get some food.
breathe like baby D. It's a bad motherfucker.
I can't get it 'cause I ain't got to see him.
It's gonna get bad out here, though, man. All right, you gotta pray. You gotta really pray, man. You gotta winter time to pray.
That's right, man.
All right, winter time for fasting, man. All right, you really gotta get in tune with the Lord right now, man. Cause this is coming faster than what we think. Like things are happening, man. And man, you can see it damn near happening this year.
That's right.
You can see it. All right, so we really gotta, man. I'm telling you.
You gonna wish you had that cookie slide down windshield you gave baby D.
From that cookie.
You wish you had the wrapper to suck the flavor off of it.
Back up. This is Matthew 24 and 21. There shall be great tribulation such as not seen.
That's right. Jacob's trouble, man. All right, this is Jacob's trouble, man, because Esau is going to be allowed to really come at you Israelites hard as he can, man.
Precept.
He's going to be the Lord is going to allow him to come at you as hard as he can, man. One last go round for you Negroes, man. All right, one last go round for you, man. The Lord's going to really get on your ass, man. Gonna let Esau get on your ass, man. All right. All right, go ahead, brother.
Hey, what would you people do? You and your bed. What would y'all do you in your bed? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, you sleep, trying to get ready to get some sleep for work. And all of a sudden you hear a bunch of screaming, a bunch of gunshots, a bunch of hollering. You look out your window, you seeing military helicopters, lights shining down, tanks rolling through your neighborhood, and troops banging on your door for everybody to get out. And you see people being loaded up on the truck. What y'all gonna do? See what I'm saying?
What's that saying? What a difference a day make?
You know what I'm saying?
It don't take nothing but a day, something to happen for things to change, man.
You and your woman laid up in the bed naked, and these troops kicking in your door, speaking foreign languages with guns. Look, come, now, hitting you in the face with a gun. They look at your wife, they take her, ravish her.
In your face?
Yeah, her and the kids. What you gonna do? And you don't even know you have a shot. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Or you don't believe in them. Or you wasn't real when you had the chance to be real with them. Or you thought everything else was more important than them, man.
They thought everything was a joke.
Huh. So now the Lord don't think you important now. All right, it's time to really get in the grind of gear, man. All right, we jabbing and joking on, but this is a very serious matter, man.
That day is coming, man.
Yes, sir.
It's coming. What does it say in Romans? Our salvation near than when we first believed.
Bring it out real quick.
Yeah. It's the book of Romans chapter.
Okay, we got. Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time.
See, knowing the time. Who knows the time? The men of the Lord. That's why we telling you what time it is, man. I'm telling you that the Lord is on his way back soon. Right. For you people to get right, man. He ain't got another 2 years in here in Babylon, man. The way things look like, bro, say, hey, what apostle the heart deem this year? That all the prophecy, well, when all the prophecy come to pass this year, man. See what I'm saying?
The way looking it is, man.
It already started off,
yes,
man.
Sir. With a bang.
Go ahead.
That now it is high time to wake out of sleep.
Now it is high, not yesterday. Now, which was yesterday. Now it is high time to wake out of sleep. Meaning what? Come out that dumbass state of mind. Quit being a fool, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit running up behind the things of this world and focus on this truth. Focus on your how about shooting out a shot. That's your only salvation, not your boss said work. They can't save you. You can work 1,000,000 hours this week. That ain't gonna lead to your salvation. That's gonna lead to what? A tired body. That's it. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Nearer than when we believe. This wasn't back when we were going to church. No, this is now in the truth. The Lord brought us what? This knowledge. Now the Lord left a breadcrumb to know what times we in, man. Which is what? The word. Now we know what time we in. We know it's what? The Lord's return.
That's right.
The Lord about to crack the sky soon. Right. More and more chariot sightings are being seen. To the point where Esau just admitted, yeah, they're here.
They're here.
Now they're starting to say, we see them on the moon. We didn't see them on Mars. Yep. They're here. They're amongst us. They can't hide it no more, man. You know, go ahead, brother.
Now, just to back you up, I think this was like a couple months ago. NASA had released an article that they have like more videos of chariot signs than what they actually put out there. So
we know that.
They've been having that since the 20s.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like the one we saw with the Iscarite. Man, what the fuck is this?
Somebody explain this. That's the heart. When he said did the video, he said he wanted to make so bad where it's undeniable, like undeniable proof. All right, not no flash camera, but he said he want Lord willing that it be undeniable, and I believe it's gonna be so, man.
That's right. I believe. Since he said that, I believe it's going to be one that where people are going to actually see it.
Yep.
See the windows and everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
She said when the turkey was red up in the sky, a large red cloud was flying, and they got a night shot of it, and it was multiple colors, just beautiful colors.
No, I'm talking about actually,
like you see an airplane.
You see the windows here, and you see the men of the Lord looking through the windows down at the people.
Like how District 9.
Yeah.
Just chilling like with us.
You actually see them. You see the frogs. You see everything. The different shades of brown. You see everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Freaking people out, man.
That's right. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to throw a rope up there to the chair. I'm drag me. I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
You're like,
go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not seen the beginning of the world.
So the only way you're gonna be able to escape this tribulation is what? Being a part of the elect, man.
Precept.
All right, the elect are the only ones gonna have what it takes, all right, to get through those time periods that's coming, man. Everybody else is pretty much through, man.
Sure.
Everybody else is gonna be done. They're gonna take the sea hip like the elder was going into. All right, a lot of them gonna be put to death. All right, a lot of them gonna be trying to kill themselves. There's gonna be a lot going on in that day, man.
It is.
A whole lot going on. Apparition, there are all kind of new animals that are sin, even in the ocean, man.
Yep.
I seen one video on TikTok where it looked like Leviathan was with his arms was waving, man. I seen it.
Yep.
I said, wow. All right, the Lord is letting things be known right now. Go ahead, bro.
Since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
It's the worst that this earth has ever, in worst position that this earth has ever been put in, man. All right, it's gonna be the worst time that since the world was created, all right, till now, it's gonna be the worst time ever, man. You can imagine slavery. We seen the pictures. All right, we done seen war. We done seen it through videos. All right, we seen 9/11 when buildings was falling on top of people, man. All right, we seen it. It's gonna be way worse than that, man. We done seen the hungry children over there in Africa where their stomachs were bigger than their whole body. All right, those are the times that we're coming into, man.
Precept.
And you're gonna need salvation. Go ahead, bro. Brothers, hold it. Go ahead, y'all.
Go ahead.
This
Okay. Jeremiah.
Book.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 10. It says, finding my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
Read that again.
Finding my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
Read that again.
Finding my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
You hear what the Lord telling you? He said, be strong in him.
That's right.
Not in Esau, but in him, man. The Lord said, finally, be strong in the Lord, man. Go ahead.
And in the power of his might.
And in the power of his might. You got to trust him 100% wholeheartedly. If not, you ain't going to make it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
To put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Can I read it? This is NLT. This is a final word. Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on all the.
Hey, because that's the only way you're gonna make it through this time period. Is believing in him, having no doubt, or knowing that he's gonna bring you through that. Because the scriptures say, "He that doubted is damned," man. So you have any inkling of doubt, all right, the Lord is not dealing with that, man. Because once you that doubt said, and you pretty much saying that he can't do what he said he can do, man. So you pretty much call him a liar, man.
Yeah, you don't trust him.
All right, my life ain't worthy to be in your hands. Let me put it in Esau's hand and his military, man. That's what you're saying, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 11 in the NLT. It says, put on all of Yahweh's armor so that you be able to stand firm against all the strategies of the devil.
What's the armor, man? The things that are written in the scriptures, man. That's all you need to survive these times is to do what the scriptures say, man. Trust in him, man. All right? Follow his laws, statutes, commandments to the best you're able to do it, man. All right? Believe in him without a shadow of a doubt, man.
Right.
That's all he's asking, man. And you people can't do that, man. So you're going to be destroyed out here, man. All right, go ahead.
Well, see, the thing about it, too, is their armor is for protection.
Yep.
To protect you from the bullshit games that Esau was going to give you, people to make you believe in them, just like with the juicy juice.
Yep.
That's why you people fell victim, because you didn't have the armor, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's right.
That's why you was a sucker for it, man. Yep. Come on, what Esau doing? We give you a lap dance and a blunt if you take this juicy juice. We give you a plane trip around the world for the juicy juice. We'll pay your rent for a whole year. You take, and people was doing it. Yep. We give you a college education. People was doing it for the juicy juice, and look what happened. It backfired. Why? Because they didn't have protection from the Lord. They ain't had the armor.
Yep. Right. They weren't able to deflect nothing, man.
Nope.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Man, we gotta get it back to 10.
That's all good.
Go ahead.
This is
Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, beginning in verse 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. Guys also know what this is going into, you know. As the scripture say that Esau, he coming down with great wrath because he knows he have a short time. Say what's coming in these last days, man? Martial law, man. Or the troops kicking down your house, man. Or taking you to these concentration camps, man. All right, ultimately all out lawlessness, man. All right, and it says, and they shall take.
But it said they were being idle. Meaning what? They wasn't occupied in the property of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. See what I'm saying? They were so involved in the world that they wasn't involved with the things of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? What they used to say in the world, idle mind is the devil's workshop. You know what I'm saying? Or playground or whatever.
Yeah. We're not in time for games right now, man. All right, we're in time for chasing 1,000 women, man. We're in the time
shit, trying to chase the bag.
The bag, yeah. We ain't no time, man. Right now is the time to chase the Lord, man.
Before you end up in a bag.
Right. And he's letting it be known it's time to chase the Lord, man.
Right.
All right, because hey, man, brothers are getting attacked right now, man. Why? And that happens when the Lord is trying to get you to really come back to him, man, and focus on him, man. Things start happening. All right, so
or two, you get attacked too, and you're about to level up.
Level up, yep. One or the other. It's one or the other, man.
Either for your destruction or your salvation.
That's it, man. We got to pay attention to what's going on in your life and around you, man. All right?
Well, that's why I say be circumspect, as wise and not as foolish. Circumspect meaning what? To look around, be aware of your surroundings.
Pay attention.
Right, man.
It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And ultimately, what's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man gonna offer to you, man, in these last days, man? That seed hit, man. As brothers been talking about this entire lesson, man.
Sure.
All right, the only choices with that, man, hey, take the seed hip or die. All right?
Jake gonna do that. Jake gonna take that seed here, so he can eat all the shrimp ramen noodles he wants, man.
Right. Give me two of them.
You know what I'm saying? Look, eat all the shrimp ramen noodles and drinking his Kool-Aid.
It'll be like, give me two of them.
One of each hand.
Right.
And like that, like I did on TikTok, he'd be like, "Yes, Lord, crab boy."
Because you see it's getting bad on here because shit, we were putting the group about, I think it was in New York, that one lady had the New York accent, but they had like had a section of frozen guinea pigs for sale in the grocery store, man. Yeah, that's how bad it's getting, man.
But what the other one, the market for the egg was $80 a carton, man.
$8 a carton.
80. $79.99 for some eggs. For some eggs, man. I laughed. He was cracking up on the video, man. Well, hyperinflation though, man. $79.99 for some eggs, man. That's ridiculous, man. But those are the times that we're coming in, man. $80 for ain't nobody eating. Nope. Ain't nobody eating no eggs, man, for $80. I don't want no $80 egg, man.
Man, if the egg is $80, you ain't buying nothing.
That's what I said. You ain't getting nothing, man.
That store might well shut down. Ain't nobody buying that shit.
It was just the egg, but still, that's what's coming.
That means other shit high too. Yep. If eggs $80, other shit in that store high. A loaf of bread might be $35. That's ridiculous. One gallon jug of water probably $25, man.
That one was at $79.99. I said, what the hell?
Remember all the chickens been dying off?
Yep. I was thinking about that when I seen it.
Yeah, that little avian flu, whatever. Then also they killed them themselves, and the turkeys getting killed. And then the egg laying chickens as well is up in like the millions, 2 millions, 3 million. So if it's a lack and a scarcity of the actual animals to lay, then it makes sense for the price to go up. For the supply, for the supply and demand, everybody wants demand, but the supply is low, so they're gonna be giving out to the highest bidder, so to speak.
But don't forget too, they burnt down all the fucking food processing plants last year. All of them, like what, 101 food plants? They burnt them all down.
In your face, though. That's not a coincidence, man. They did that in your face, though. And then posted about it, put it all on the news, so you can see what we doing, man. Esau a bold motherfucker, man. Speak my language, man.
But then paid the farmers not to harvest any crops no more.
Yep. Ban up all the food. Hey, that things are happening for a reason, man.
Guess who got out of the farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, your boy.
Yep. Gil Bates. Gotta say his name in the code.
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
No, elder. Even with that though, the price is so high just to
Yeah.
even contain and manage a farm to where, I've been, seeing the farmers almanac and all that stuff, and they said that, man, the prices is rising so much that they not even gonna be able to sell their products in like the storehouses and get revenue. They said we then they're only really provide for ourselves.
Well, that's why the government paid them, I think, double the price of their crops. You know what I'm saying? So they can, the government had them shut all their crops down. They can't harvest nothing no more. No corn, no wheat, no soy, none of that. No wheat.
We even jumped on the Amish.
The Amish community here shut down.
Yep. Went out and regulated all this stuff, took inventory.
They don't even churn butter no more. They don't even make stoves no more. That's why you see them here eating at Golden Corral.
Yep.
For real. I done seen them here eating at Golden Corral.
Back to your land, son.
Yeah, it's been shut down. The Jebediah is out of business. That'd be their name, Jebediah. Go ahead.
I got real quick. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And I want to
Go ahead, brother. That's your topic.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I want to go into the NLT. It says,
So get your knife, fork out, put your napkin. That's your go on and eat, brother.
it says, so Jeremiah 30 and 7 in the NLT, it says, in all history. So say in all history, right? Like when the other author speaking, like the things that we have seen, like wars, like we've seen it, we can go view it and see it, but also the things that was written that we can't go view and see. All those horrible bad things from the time of the flood, all on down up until now, right? They say in all history there has never been such a time of terror.
Yep.
It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel, yet in the end they will be saved. Now, ultimately the ones who will be saved is the elect of the nation of Israel, pursuing the Galatians 6:16, the elect of God of the nation of Israel. But they say it will be a time of terror, so it's going to be a time of terror that's going to hit the whole entire earth. Yeah, it do say Jacob's trouble, but guess what? You other people still here too. So y'all gonna catch the hell too. It's also, I've never Apostle Paul say, it's also Esau's trouble.
Yep.
Right? But a time of terror coming. Because probably get the word terror just for edification's sake. But this is what we talking about. This was coming down the pipe, right? A horrible time, and that's why we read earlier, man. Hey, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shine, because ain't nobody gonna be able to deliver themselves. And the men of the Lord in their right mind definitely know we're gonna be able to deliver ourselves. We're gonna what? Put our faith and belief and trust in Yahweh Shine. Lord willing put that spirit upon us to do so.
Terror, a state of intense or overwhelming fear.
Right. So that's gonna be the state of the whole entire earth. And primarily over here in Babylon the Great, right? It's gonna, let's say again, a state of what?
A state of intense or overwhelming fear.
Or overwhelming fear. Right? That's what's prepared for the people of this current eon, the people of this current world. For why? Because say what? For weakness have exceeded polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. That means what? There's you did things and you caused offense against Yahweh Shai. He's gonna come back and pay you back for what you have done. Right? Like I said, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and the whole world has been ran under a wicked vibration. That's why everything is dying, deteriorating. From the people, the plants, the animals, the air, your clothes, the water, so forth and so on. There's a retribution. There's a price you got to pay for trying to ultimately destroying the ordinances that Yahweh Shai has set forth for the world to be ran by.
They tell you in Revelation that he's going to destroy them and destroy the earth.
So the earth languishes and vanishes away.
Here's another one. It said, especially violent or destructive acts such as bombing.
Oh, well, that's prophetic. Go ahead.
Committed by groups in order to intimidate a population or government into granting their demands.
Yeah, that's great, right? Because the Lord gonna bring a great intimidation to the world and all the inhabitants that dwell therein. It's like I quoted earlier from Isaiah 24. It said what? That the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So for you to defile the earth that Yahweh Shai created for His people, for us to govern and to rule in righteousness, though we fail, so that our kingdom is on hold, so to speak, temporarily. But look what y'all have did being put in rulership. That's why the elder quoted from Revelation 11:18. He gonna destroy them that destroy the earth. Everything that is contained within the earth, and then you trying to what they got? They got space trash and stuff like that. If y'all was even able to go out there, y'all destroy the cosmos. so to
trash
speak.
islands in the water, in the ocean.
Spilling oil on purpose, killing otters and seals, no, just killing everything.
Animals choking on trash in the ocean,
Right.
gagging and can't breathe, so they bleach themselves.
So the whole earth in itself is against you people, right? But Yahweh Shemashah will definitely come and he gonna plead our cause and he gonna destroy y'all and set up the rightful rulers of the earth, which is the nation of Israel. Starting with the elect on down.
Have you ever seen somebody that's gripped with terror? I've seen a person be so afraid that they can't even take a step. You tell them, move, I can't. They're so gripped with fear. Fear takes a control of a whole person's body to where they're actually in a state of paralysis. I've seen it. They cannot move. They're frozen solid right there in their spot. But they're so afraid that they are afraid to even take a step. Fear ain't no joke, man.
Well, if I may for you, I can jump up a verse.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Fear. Like on the cartoons, you see when they get so afraid, their whole body turn white. Like on Tom and Jerry, their body start from their feet on up, the whole body turn white. That's that fear, man. I've seen it with my own eyes. A person get gripped with fear, man. That's why they can't move. Even in the hood, you see people. Somebody put a gun on somebody, and they just start peeing. You just start seeing water roll down their leg. They peeing on themselves. That's how afraid they are. You see what I'm saying? They talking all that shit at first, and you pull a pistol out, put it to them, they just stuck and start peeing on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord knows your fears. You brought that the cartoons. Even in some cartoons, I've seen that they done been scared. Like I've seen characters get scared so bad they hope they spirit leave.
You see it, they start floating playing the heart.
They see. Because Satan's being start stumbling from fear, and heart attacks and stuff, and aneurysms and all that. Like, oh my God, just die right there, So, like I said, I've never seen them cartoons where they be so scared that the soul leave them. Like, God damn.
They start playing the heart.
Yeah.
With a little halo around their head. Oh man, you see people jump off a building, they be dead before they hit the ground.
Yep.
They have a heart attack. Yeah. Oh man, fear, man. Whoo! So if you ain't got the Lord, hey, that's why Isaiah 33:6 is very important, man. If you ain't got the Lord, you through. You done. God, dog, you done, man. I'm just thinking about it, man. All the hell that's finna come. You ain't got the Lord, man.
I do got some more.
There's no hope for you.
That's right.
It's tied to
Without hope.
Ain't no future in the homie.
Without hope, man.
Go ahead.
I got just real quick. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1.
Oh, he got that. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Hey, so all you people out there, man, that's talking down on the men of the Lord, hey, you better repent and watch your mouth, man. Because when that day comes, it's gonna be too late to repent then. You gotta pay for every idle word that you say, man. Against the men of the Lord, man.
Go ahead, brother.
No, I got. Daniel 12 and verse 1. And in that day, and at that time, shall Michael stand up.
Right, that's what Michael, the archangel, right? That angel right underneath Yahushua, right? He's I believe he's a war angel as well, right? So it's gonna become time period where the angels gonna be, even though we have the angels protecting us right now, but it's gonna be so bad that their presence is gonna be even more heavy. It's gonna be more manifest. It's gonna be known, like the elders saying, like seeing them just up there. It's gonna be like they may see one of us in trouble. They're gonna come right down, swoop down, and help us. Whatever the case may be, however the Lord may have it, but the time period will come where even the angels gonna get, even the archangels gonna get involved, right? Go ahead.
The great prince.
It gotta be bad.
Yeah.
It gotta be bad.
All right, go ahead.
The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Right, the children of thy people, possessive. The children of Yahweh Shemashah, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in the spectral bird, who look like who look like the heathens because we are scattered amongst them due to the curses, but they seed line go back to the 12 tribes of Israel.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same
Hold
time.
on. Now hold on real quick, bro. Just for that portion right there, I just want to read the NLT. They say, then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came into existence. Damn. So this gonna be a time like never before. Go ahead, bro.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found in their
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
everyone that shall be found written in the book of life.
Right, and everybody's not found in the book of written in the book of life. Even 2/3 of our people, they not found and written in the book of life. Right, they gonna come in the resurrection. We gonna be in the first resurrection. Lord, when we be in the first resurrection, but the elect are the ones who are written in the book of life. They gonna be saved first, and that's why Lord willing, we be a part of that number, so we be a part of that first resurrection, and not have to come through the loins of the elect of the first fruits because we chose to do what? Go against you. How about you not shine? Ultimately, not believing it, not believing this word, not having faith in it, like Elder Ash is talking about. The time period gonna come where everybody saying they got faith. I believe. Yeah, how about you not shine this? But then when you come down to the point, down the pipe, then what? You gonna forsake all that and you going, well, my family said this and my kids look like this. I see his rigs, and you lost that faith, and you gonna go what? You gonna side and join hand in hand with Esau, Edom, and be destroyed. But the people who's written in the book of life is the elect. You know what I'm saying? The elect of the nation of Israel.
That's a small number.
Small. Again, we got the nation of Israel. Not the body of believers. The nation of Israel. You my spiritual brother. Y'all have no blood ties together. No, like we read earlier, Romans 9 said kinsmen according to the flesh. Actual blood relatives, actually blood related, come from the same source, which is Jacob, through the 12 tribes.
Well, yeah, I was trying to say him that do the will of my father.
Mm-hmm.
That's who it is, man.
That's your
brother. That's your your sister or whatever.
So you can't do the will you have about your shot. It won't even give it to you.
Yeah, because he proved that in what is it? I think it was the Maccabees with Antiochus.
Well, the prophets.
Yeah, he wanted to believe so bad to go out there and prophesy, but it wasn't meant for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, the Lord took him down through that, boy.
Yeah.
He was afflicted so bad. I'm gonna be a prophet. He couldn't though. Yeah, you know, he probably did say Baruch
No. Keep that so it's like keep that same man.
Yeah.
And, even with Balaam.
Yup.
Even when remember he ran to the angel said, "I'll cut your goddamn head off." He kept going. You know, but even with that though, the Lord opened his eyes and showed him what was going to be the outcome and what was going to happen to the nation of Israel, to the nation. And he was like, "Damn, I wish I could be one of y'all."
Right.
So he couldn't die and then wake up and come back again. I was spiritually Israel because I was showing this and that, and I believe now. It don't matter.
I spoke the word of the Lord.
I prophesied,
yeah.
You know.
Against my own nation.
But that just shows the Lord. Hey, but that just shows the Lord can use anybody. That's what he said. In these times, he can pour his spirits upon all flesh. Right. So it could be an actual Edomite, actual descendant of Esau who have a dream of World War III. Oh man, I seen this and that happen. That don't make him an Israelite.
Remember that one little Edomite boy that had a dream and seen the Lord? He was a black man. Hey, that don't mean he's gonna be saved, but the Lord showed him.
Exactly. See? So like I said, it's definitely a great privilege to be called into this ministry, to be called to this faith, because it say mercy and to receive this mercy, because it said mercy is met with truth in the Psalm chapter 85, right? But like I said, but even in that, we still say Lord willing, because we don't ultimately know until what we get beamed up and receive them crowns upon our head, because we always say you can get beamed up in the end and then you walking down why you so all cold and somber and
ain't nobody saluting me.
Why ain't no you don't hear nothing, then you start to walk and see heads and shit everywhere.
You look at her, you see brothers like Shalom, ain't nobody saying nothing.
And then look at that.
They turn their head at you. You start getting out, oh shit, wait a minute. You see the Lord right there. Grab you and throw you down and hey.
gone.
Yup, it's over. It's over.
So, like we said, man, the time period gonna come where we ain't gonna have to say we told you so. It's just gonna be manifested. The prophecy gonna come to pass, and you gonna see. That's what they was talking about. That's why they was saying this. That's why they saying that. And then that spiritual ark was closed. You gonna be left out to the dry, and all the said perils is gonna happen to you. Well, there was a lot for you within the judgment that Yahweh Shai sent it.
You gonna hear that osh laugh in the back.
Well, you're right, because he said, I will laugh at your calamity. So, right. Right. Because the Lord, he go open the clouds and be like, everybody in there die, he do that, but he gonna laugh at you. He gonna laugh at you through his men.
I was gonna be right there in the front row of the center. I told you, dummy. Oh man.
Why so serious?
Oh man, go ahead, brothers.
Isaiah 13:6. How ye for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
But why I say how? I thought it was supposed to be the pearly gates is opening.
The word how.
The pearly gates opening and Pegasus and Nimbus and all the flowers and butterflies and everything. Why would you howl for a day that's supposed to be so glorious?
Rainbows.
Right, rainbows and tricks are for kids, all this stuff, it's
birds
gonna be
chirping.
right.
Like on the cartoon. What the wonderful world?
Right, Rudolph flying and shit.
Birds be whistling and all the animals dancing and bouncing together.
This is Howl from the Merriam-Webster's online dictionary. It says to emit a loud, sustained, doleful sound, characteristics of members of the dog family. To cry out loudly and without restraint, under strong impulse, such as pain, grief, or amusement.
Yeah.
Through.
Yeah.
And with that, because of my whole Revelation 1-7.
Got a little bit more. It says to utter with unrestrained outcry, to drown out or cause to fail by burst of outcry.
So that's the pain and anguish that's gonna be that spirit that's gonna be within y'all when that day come, when all the destruction come, with the war and all that come. But especially imagine how y'all gonna be when your house crack them clouds.
What was the scripture about weeping and gnashing of teeth?
Yep. Is that Matthew 7? Yeah, Revelation. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. It says, behold, he coming for clouds.
Right, and this is talking about Yahushua, and the clouds is talking about what? The chariots of the nation of Israel. Not Nimbus and cumulus clouds. Flying, surfing it. No, but the actual chariots of the nation of Israel. Because say what? He lived the bees making the clouds his chariots. Right, roughly paraphrasing in Psalms. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
Right, and it, like every eye, because he's gonna have a fathership that's bigger than mountains. Right? You're gonna have like it's gonna be. It say he had graded himself. He thought it was a big mountain. That's what Ezra said. Right? So everybody, when he pull up, all eyes shall see them. This gonna be a spectacle that you can't avoid, because it's gonna be guaranteed. It's gonna be during the day, and then you're like, damn, it's 12 o'clock noon or 1. Not saying we know the definite time, but just examples. It's like, damn, it was just 8 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's pitch black dark. Because this gigantic fathership just pulled up, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Go ahead, bro.
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Can we get that word wail? Baba Shah.
Precept.
Right, and it say what? It say also that which pierced him. Going to those Roman soldiers back 2,000 years ago who pierced them. That what proves what? Reincarnation. Because ain't nobody 2,000 years old walking around waiting for their judgment. Right?
And it proves how pissed he was at him.
Right.
Because he personally called him out. Even him that personally. He gonna go ass, boy.
Right.
Even way to kick your ass. Even way to kick your ass. Boy.
Isaiah 63 say who is this?
Though, like you said.
Yeah, reincarnation. It would say Isaiah 63. Who is this that coming from evil? With diagrams from Basra. Then also in the same chapter said what? That vengeance is in his heart. Yep. This been on his mind. Can't wait to get down here and do what he gonna do to y'all. But like Elder said, he called y'all out personally. And those people who what? They descend from who? The nation of Esau, Edom, the main nation that is his enemies.
No, I pray that when the Lord come back, he put the spotlight on whoever the Edomites is.
Yeah.
And Pearson, I want to put it there.
Hands and feet on that.
I want to see that one. Go ahead, Papa.
Now I was gonna ask y'all's point, cause remember, Yahweh Bashim Shai is on a different time frame than what we're on, man. So ultimately, our Lord Yahweh Shai being on the earth, more than over 2,000 years ago. So this is still fresh in the Lord's mind. So it's really only been 2 days, all right, since that happened to him. So it's still fresh in the Lord's mind, all right.
If I can real quick, the Isaiah 63 and 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, in the year my redeemed is come. In the NLT it say, for the time has come for me to avenge my people, to ransom them from their oppressors. So say that so now that cuts y'all talking about he all good, he all love, he'll never do nothing evil. But the Lord just said, well, he got vengeance in his heart to pay you back for an offense that y'all have done. And ultimately for what y'all did to him and what y'all did to us. That's what say he gonna come back and what? Avenge my people, his people. Just like when it said in Matthew 21, he said he was save his people, right? That's possessive. That ain't mean every damn body, you know. Because even in Romans 9 in NLT it said what? In his human nature he's an Israelite. Roughly paraphrasing. So like it said, man, it's in his heart to what? Render vengeance on those, especially those two who pierced him, but just for the nations as a whole for what they have done to us. Right?
That's why he said vengeance is mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because whoever those dudes is, he don't want them to die in war. He want to personally put his hands on them.
Hot one.
He might step out the chair and just deal with them himself. Who
No,
knows?
no.
You never know, man.
Come here.
I'll finish this verse real quick. It says, I'm going to start back at the top. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen.
But I ask that word wail real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a wail, to express sorrow audibly, lament, to make a sound suggestive of a mournful cry.
Just like howling, right? So like I said, if it's supposed to be a great thing, right?
Oh, please. Oh, Lord, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we done seen it too many times on movies and everything.
Yep. So it's
Not running down their nose, farting and pissing on themselves. Oh, Lord, please. Don't kill me, Lord, please. It's over.
right.
It's over.
But then if that's then it say what? Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, right? For it is darkness and not light. So what they show y'all that's gonna happen, and like you said, will it be you got the sunshine bright and everything okay, and whoever want to confess in that day, they'll be saved, right? That's not part of the scriptures.
No.
He coming back to judge and make war. So the reason why I say there was the crowns, metaphorically the crowns, right? Because what the kingdoms of this world is going to become the kingdoms of our Lord. How does that happen? By conquering you, by defeating you in battle, being victorious.
It's like they always bring out, it's going to be that blood to go up to the horse's bridle.
Yep.
Man. That's a lot of blood, man. Yeah, go ahead, Slock it on
That's a
Tad.
whole lot of
But
people.
that was just a point on that. Like I said, for the how, then like I said, well, this is not. If you not on the right, pretty much, if you're not in the favor to receive that pardon from Yahweh Shema Shai, man, we would hate to be you, and Lord willing, we not. But the people who not to receive that salvation, man, y'all gonna be delivered to death and destruction, and it's gonna be painful. They're gonna be, y'all say they up to 1,000,000 degrees, we're just gonna burn and disintegrate. No, he can make you feel every single thing.
Sarah Connor, your ass.
He said you're gonna melt. He said you're gonna melt, and melting is a process. It don't just suddenly just happen.
She just stopped screaming and just started shaking the finger.
Look, the skeleton was still shaking. Damn.
Yeah, we got it too.
Everything burned off your bones, man. You can feel it all, too.
To the mirror.
Piercing through you, man. That heat just piercing.
It ain't no wiping your forehead and cutting the fan on. No.
You gonna remember that fucking fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, your next one.
Fire.
I ain't never felt nothing like that before. I should have took some meat out the freezer. Come here, son.
Hey, it's like the boss of the bar going to more fire, more fire.
Let me get him, Lord. Let me get him, Lord.
You can imagine the Israelite man coming back in the kingdom, remembering that heat, and looking at Esau like this what you
He might have fire for him. He might have fire for him right there lying, man.
Drop his
Fire
ass.
for him. First thing you might even see. That shit was hot.
It's gonna be bad for y'all in the kingdom, Esau, man. Oh man.
It was your fault. Bow.
It's gonna be bad for y'all in the kingdom, boy. Go ahead,
I was gonna say, just like you said about the,
we just speaking as men too.
the blood coming up to the horse's bridle. That made me think. You know how much that has to sink in the ground before it reaches that level? That's a whole lot of blood. A whole lot of blood.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of blood.
You know, right?
It's gonna be a lot of blood.
So the slain should be from one end of the earth even
That's
to the
metaphor. It was
other.
kind of metaphorically
Yeah,
speaking.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the Lord come back, man, he's not going to be walking through the earth, going kissing everybody and holding his arms out for hugs. See, the church, man, the church got a lot of blood on their hands. They lied to a lot of people, man.
Still won't teach you.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got people thinking that it's this red man under the earth where the equator is with a pitchfork ready to stick you forever.
With a cigar.
Come on, man. No.
He got a cigar down there, you know.
Oh, a cigar with a three-piece suit.
Yeah, with a 3-piece.
God, that shit get worse and worse.
Yep.
with three toes and shit.
The little Nicky.
It's Jeremiah 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other.
It said the slain of the Lord shall be in that day from one end of the earth to the other. Because we know a remnant is going to be saved. Right. But as for the rest, the majority, read it again, bro.
Jeremiah 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered.
He goes to the next page.
Neither gathered nor buried. They shall not be dung upon. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Because how you gonna be buried by somebody else and they dead too? Who gonna feel bad for you when they dead too? Right? The only people that really got a chance of survival is ultimately the elites, because they gonna be the first rounds of slaves. But it may be in other cases where some people may not get hit with the thermonuclear warheads and so forth and so on. But the catastrophic, that new high score of casualties that you have about your shot going to pretty much render out here on the earth, man, ain't nobody gonna have time. It ain't gonna be enough people to lament you or bury you or or mourn for you.
Precept.
The majority of people gonna be dead.
Hey, but you flat earthers, y'all should be able to see the destruction from one end to the earth, right? Y'all say I can see China from here.
Right.
Well, y'all should be able to see the destruction from one end to the other.
We shall see.
Yeah, you should be able to see it coming before it hits you.
Yeah.
Look it out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verses 20 through 21. It says, "Come, my people, enter down into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as
Wait a minute. Did you say come everybody?
It says, "Come, my people."
That sounds like personal, like kind of being stingy or selfish. You know what I'm saying? Look here, but wait a minute. Something ain't right about the Bible, man. From what I was taught growing up, it say God loved the world, and He came and died for everybody. So why you keep saying, "Come, my people"? Why you keep addressing my people, my people?
Got a precept for it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27, and it reads, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am Yahweh your power and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed."
You said my people, you got a trick Bible. That's what that is.
What version is that?
Yeah, that's That's your own interpretation. Is that what they say? Go ahead, man.
Brother, I don't think so.
This is Isaiah 26 and 20.
It has been revealed unto me.
It says, "Come, my people, enter down to thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as though for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed." All right, ultimately, hey, who's the Lord's people, man? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you Israelites. But ultimately, the only ones that are going to be entering into the chambers, what we know as the chariots of Israel, man, are the elect, man. All right, so ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yashai is talking to his elect in the scripture. All right, it says, "Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed." And we know indignation to be to mean the righteous anger of the Lord, man. All right, how is the righteous anger of the Lord going to be executed, man? By thermonuclear destruction, man. Also, our Lord Yahweh Shai and the holy angels touching down in this place with the chariots of heaven, man. Are shooting concentrated fire laser beams.
Don't forget about Jacob's trouble and all the other chaos that's been going on here on this earth at the same time. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on at one time on this earth, man. When the Lord returns, man.
What it said for that one scripture, what it said in that one scripture, you lean on your hand on the wall and a bear, somebody look that real quick. He was holding it. Okay, real quick.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Stop right there. It start off with what? That's not a good word.
Whoa!
He ain't doing a black rob, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Like the elder said, it's going to be a lot going on, so ain't going to be no places of rest or comfortability on the face of the earth, man.
You ain't going to sleep that night.
Right? You ain't finna be able to check into the hotel and get no rest.
Shit.
All right? It's going to be chaos everywhere, man. So there's not going to be no rest for the wicked, man. If you ain't under the protection of Yahweh Shemar Shai, you ain't finna get no sleep, man. There ain't going to be nothing. There ain't going to be no rest for you, man.
I have some scripture, ain't no rest for the weary, man.
That was it on that. Bless you, man.
It says, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Yeah, because it's going to be nothing but straight up chaos going on, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's going to be releasing all types of spirits of vengeance, all right? On these animals, man. All right, these people out here killing each other, man.
Not on the animals, but using the animals to carry out his spirits of vengeance.
Come. You know, hey, just all manner of chaos, man. And there's gonna be no way. There's gonna be no way to escape it, man. All right, the only people, all right, that's gonna be protected is the elect, man. At the end of the day,
Right.
all right.
That's it. That's all.
That's all, so much. Go ahead, let's go. Taz, what you
Back to Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 21. It says, "For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose of her blood, and shall no more cover her slain." So, hey, guess what, man? So much killing. Our Yahweh Bashim Yashai is bringing so much death and destruction. There's not going to be no time for no funeral services, no burials, no none of that, man. As the brother brought out in Jeremiah 25 earlier, all right, people are going to be as dung on the street, because, you know, when you see, like, ducks or geese, man, hey, when they walk around, when they walk around, hey, they leave their shit on the street, man. Or a dog leaving their shit on the street. So, it's, just imagine people's bodies.
Really, it'd have been more. Really, it'd been more visual if you said like a park. You know what I'm saying? You know the park we always stepping over. You trying not to get that green dookie on your shoe. You know.
Yeah, so just imagine like that dookie, man. Just imagine that as people are gonna be left on the ground with nobody to pick it up, man. So that's what the Lord is saying.
This is big dude.
That was before some of y'all in town. That was part. Big dookie.
Go ahead, brother.
So hey man, at the end of the day, man, there's gonna be a lot of dead bodies lying around, man. All right. Hey, what does the scripture say? The slain of the Lord shall be many. So hey, the death toll that Yahweh Bashim Ashai about to bring to the earth, man, it's gonna completely break the scale, man. All right.
And look at the war in Ukraine, the so-called people that died. You see them laying in the streets, and that's just a small example. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Bodies just everywhere. God damn. You're gonna have to have the Spirit of the Lord on you to even make it through there, stepping over dead people, just trying not to slip in their blood, and you know what I'm saying? Man,
Decomposed.
yeah. Man, not just hell, the smell of blood itself stink. You know what I'm saying? God, people breath there's gonna be a lot, man.
White as hell. Cause you ain't got no bad food.
Lips gonna be white. Dehydrated. Yeah. Dirty mouth for water.
No, I'm done.
Look at Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6. It says, whoever you the NLT.
Yeah, read it. I can't
Oh. It says, scream in terror, for the day of the Lord has arrived, and arrived the time of the Almighty to destroy.
Wait a minute, it didn't say cheer, it said
scream. Scream in terror.
Oh my God! Oh man, that's crazy, man.
It says, how ye for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Boy, glad to walk off. Hey, go ahead,
It says, therefore shall all the hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. It says, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
So while the Lord got you running around in pandemonium, scared, hollering, for vexation of the spirit, screaming and tearing and howling, then you get the ice on the cake and they set your ass on fire with the thermonuclear warheads and the concentrated laser beams. So through all the hell that you go through, then you gotta, hey, here's a grand finale, gonna burn y'all ass up. Go ahead, bro.
Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel.
Oh, hold on, the day of the Lord is cruel. It ain't all joyous and happy and, singing and tambourines and shit and harps. It's all good. No, man, it's a cruel day that's coming. Go ahead, bro.
He said, wow. Oh, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
With wrath and fierce anger, that means what? He's upset.
Yes, that's right.
He's not happy.
Didn't he tell those they that pierced me?
Yeah. Get y'all personal.
Yeah.
Whoever do anybody says y'all through.
Wherever y'all is, y'all through.
All y'all through, but y'all man. You gonna do something strange to y'all. What they do something to you so cold, boy.
Cold boy.
Go ahead, bro.
It says to lay the land desolate, he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And the land speaking of is over here in America, which is aka Babylon the Great. Yeah. This place is gonna be laid desolate. Get that word for us. I love that definition. You know the one I like. So he gonna lay this land desolate. Barren. And they say destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So he gonna destroy so if he gonna destroy his people, because those one who can sin against you, how about you Shai ultimately, because they're giving the law, statutes, commandments, and they breaking them. How much more you heathens, right?
Right.
Because he don't give a damn about y'all. Period. Don't they say in the righteous are scarcely be saved?
Yeah, First Peter.
First Peter. Oh, you got it. I text you.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that the judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
Right, because judgment will come, but the ones who know they Israelites, but they spirit ain't right. They doing it for filthy lucre say, well, they got some type of ulterior motive. Yeah, we get judged, we get chastised, but it's not for the wrath of how much you try to destroy us. But them ones who get judged, they done took the bag, or they lied to the people, false prophets, so forth and so on, and they gonna receive a judgment too. But when we get judged, it's for our betterment, so that we put the spirit, we build up our faith, and ultimately have that spirit of endurance through all the things that's gonna come to pass. That's why when all these things happen, we ain't gonna have a weak stomach, so to speak, right? Because the spirit gonna be on us to what? To prevail and to look past all these things and just continue down that right path of Yahweh Bashim Shah.
Verse 18 it says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So the righteous scarcely be saved, right? Barely by the hair, by the skin of their chin. But, they barely get saved. You say, where shall who?
Where the ungodly and the sinner appear.
Right, so you 2/3 you heathens, where y'all gonna appear? Y'all have no chance in receiving salvation. Y'all gonna appear as stubble, melting, destroyed, being carcasses, for the fowls of the earth and the dogs. So for someone, y'all gonna die. That's what's gonna happen to y'all.
Right? Hey, somebody get this scripture too, and we must all appear.
For the judge to see this.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 10. It says, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he had done, whether it be good or bad. Because ultimately, like the scripture in Revelation, man, these are the words of our Lord Yahweh Shai. He said, my reward is with me to give every man according to his works, man. Right? So ultimately, if you have the elect, man, are you going to reap the reward of salvation, man? Right, but if you be a wicked man, or if you be a 2/3 man, or if you be a sinner in the eyes of the Lord, what you gonna receive, man? Death and destruction.
Right. Yeah, because like I said, we must all appear, whether it be good or bad. So even going back to that first Peter, what you say, So going back to that first Peter, says the righteous shall scarcely be saved, where should the ungodly appear, man? You know what I'm saying? So
toast.
That's some heavy judgment, man, with righteous, we talking about the elect, the righteous, barely making it out of here.
That's not bad.
Man,
yeah.
With your eyes, you gonna see
that.
Yep.
That add to what he say. Therefore, ask them more concerning the multitude of them that perish.
Yep.
Don't worry about them.
Yeah.
Worry about yourself. They gonna get what they got covered. Don't inquire how the righteous shall be saved. Don't worry about them. Right? Inquire how, because if you worry about that, then if you're not worried about them, you be worried about how to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability, doing all the things that Yahweh Shai commanded us to do. Ultimately fulfilling his will. Right? Don't be worried about them. Yeah, we understand the judgment, what's going to happen to them, but we not worried about them. That's why he told Ezra, don't ask about them no more.
Right.
The scriptures say, work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling, man. All right, so it's not going to be easy. If he said work it out with fear and trembling, hey, man, that's something in itself, man. Yep. All right, go ahead.
But I'm glad this time we're not going to be judged as a nation as a whole. Because you don't want to get your ass kicked for something that he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Man. That's like in the house with your siblings,
Yep.
man.
That's what
You know what I'm saying? I got whooped because of you. Now we finna fight. You know? Yeah.
Wake up with the king. I'm getting your ass.
Yeah.
You.
It's your fault. Go ahead, brother.
That's it.
Go ahead.
That's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14.
No, you already started reading. I ain't gonna. That's like last week. He said. What did he say last week?
We'll keep going, move on.
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry. Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. And hasted greatly.
Meaning it's coming fast. Right? It's not going to tarry. You say, well, though it tarry, wait for it, for it shall surely come. right? Like bro brought up earlier, man. We on your how about you now shy time. We not on this time, but like I said, days 1,000 days here on earth is one day up there in the heavens, right? So what it may seem like it's lingering or tearing on the land, nah, man, it's approaching quickly.
Hey, see, this is what, man, this is spirit. Brothers that posted in the group, in the Indiana group, you see that when it say Esau buried 20,000 slaves under the Twin Towers. God damn.
Damn. That want to Lord too, that motherfucker.
Well, see, that's the example of stuff Esau got to pay for.
Yeah.
Oh, bringing out scriptures like this, man. Why do you think he's going to come back furious and angry? Those are the Lord's people, man. You buried 20,000 under the. That's what they found. 20,000. So it could be a whole lot more than that. 20,000 under the Twin Towers.
Wow. That's probably a big old crazy sight.
God
It
damn.
was.
Imagine like y'all bring up what Indianapolis means, what city of India.
Yep.
Imagine all where they graved and buried it over here.
We're probably standing on that.
Right.
Yeah, but you see them riding through the city and the outskirts, those big old mounds, piles of dirt, those are Indian burial mounds.
Right.
And Esau, especially out there playing field, they done built warehouses on top of mounds and beside mounds. You sit, man.
What Jay's talking about, the catacombs. Imagine how many of our people down there buried and dead.
In the catacombs. How about the swing?
Now we want
How about the swing?
Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Right. You know, the mighty man, like I said, yeah. Some of your reserve, your Army reserves, Navy reserves, Air Force reserves, the Coast Guard, you know, even like security guards, police officers.
Yeah.
They said they're gonna be crying there bitterly for the things that's gonna be coming to Babylon the Great, right? The world too, but ultimately Babylon the Great, because this is the main stage. The main stage that's gonna be, as Apostle Harvey speak about. This that grand altar, right? Because they say you have a sacrifice in Bosra. So this is gonna be that main sacrifice. This is gonna be where those fires, the fires are gonna be go to the heavens, you know, for forevermore, so to speak, for a time period. You know, but this that main place to receive that utter destruction, like the brother I did asked him to get that term desolate.
This is gonna burn for a long time. You can have a burn pit at your house, and you can just burn, let's say, 6 or 7 pieces of wood. That right there, by itself, will burn all through the night, man. So just imagine Babylon, when the Lord decimates this place with nuclear missiles, how long this is going to burn, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to burn for a long time.
Desolate, devoid of inhabitants and visitors, deserted, barren, lifeless.
And that's the future over here to Babylon the Great, right? It's gonna be lifeless. The only thing gonna be here is what those unclean desert creatures, right? But as far as like an actual inhabitant, as I say, what the Arabian shall not pitch his tent there no more. There's not gonna be no people. Or in Isaiah 34, gonna say they shall call over here and ain't nobody gonna answer. Cause ain't nobody gonna be here. Ain't no owl gonna be like, damn, somebody call, let me pick up the phone. No, ain't gonna be no people over here. It's gonna be laid desolate. And I think about what you said too. Think about all the oil reserves that's underneath the ground, stuff like that. How that's gonna burn and burn and burn.
Oil, the gas, the fracking and all that.
All that. I just thought about that. Then shit, Yellowstone.
Yep. Volcano.
See, like you said, it's gonna be a long period of time where this place gonna be burning, because it's gonna be an example of a wicked kingdom that you should not follow suit after their actions or after their mannerisms. It's going to be an example to the rest of these nations. This is what will happen to you from running the world in complete wickedness.
Yeah, I don't do this.
Won't he do it? So they say they say elder the church. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will. He gonna burn this bitch to death. That's what he gonna do. Ain't that the truth?
Let him use you.
Let him use you. About to. The fuel is fire.
Somebody get that scripture too. Somebody get that scripture.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah.
You stop the use.
Oh yeah. So that's the future for Babylon the Great.
I got it.
Go ahead, brother. Missile fuel.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5.
Yes.
It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Right. So your best example of that, like watch those old medieval movies, like 300 or whatever. They in formation, they bloody and all this and that, the shields and stuff. That's how battles was fought back then in the ancient times, in the ancient world.
Rolling blood. Blunt smoke. You like rolling shit. You gonna roll y'all up.
You the pack now.
That's right. You gonna be the backwood.
The Russian Creed.
Can I get that blueberry white out? Go ahead, man.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Exactly. That's going to what those thermonuclear warheads, some ICBMs, right? Also with the concentrated laser beams. That's what's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be like, oh, let's light the barrel and let's roll it and then blow up. No, not that type of fuel. It's gonna be fuels of fire. That fuel jet, that fuel powered jet engine that's in the rocket that's gonna be shot over here from the various silos from the bowls, shooting the arrows, which are the missiles that's gonna hit this place. And say what, 200 million warheads that's gonna be shot around the earth, but the main place it's gonna be hit is gonna be here, Babylon the Great. You said the fuel for the fire? Yeah, I think it's that Ezekiel 24. I think it is
21. I got it.
The other one say, the next one say, leave it there and melt you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get Ezekiel 22.
Yeah, but 21 is the fuel for the fire.
That's a missile fuel.
This is 22. So I got, this is 21 and 32. It says thou shalt be for fuel to the fire. Thy blood shall be in the midst of the land. This is Ezekiel 21 verse 31. Ezekiel 21 verse 31, I will pour out my indignation upon thee, I will blow against thee in the fire of my wrath, and deliver thee into the hand of the brutish man, and skillful to destroy. Thou shalt be for fuel to the fire. Thy blood shall be in the midst of the land. Thou shalt be no more remembered. For I, Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, have spoken.
No cap.
Only but good.
Yeah, no cap.
Because obviously he's talking to people.
Yeah.
Right? He ain't talking about the trees and the grass. Y'all gonna be the fuel. No, it's the people. Yeah, everything gonna be burnt up over here, but he's talking to the people. You're gonna be fuel for the fire. I mean, what? You're gonna be that. You're gonna be a catalyst for what? The things to burn even more. Right? Just like we talking about the oil and all this and that. Hey, bodies burn. Your ass. You know, you're gonna be burnt. Right? Yep. That's why in the next chapter he said, what? He gonna let them use you. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel.
Man.
Ezekiel.
Won't he do it? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22, beginning of verse 17. It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross.
Right, that term dross goes into what? Being worthless, ultimately. Right? Just like the dross of like, oh, they're gonna go into the silver, like the dross. That's why you burn up the impurities of the dross that come out. That's worthless.
That's right.
Right? So it's saying that the house of Israel talking about not the elect, but the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Man, they are worthless right now to Yahweh Shema Shai. As I say, let the multitude perish that was born in vain. You was supposed to be born in this time period to what? To be destroyed. That's your whole purpose, is to be killed.
Mama should have swallowed you.
Oh, he said, hey, Mel, your daddy should have worn rubber. Go ahead.
It says, all they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. They are even the dross of silver.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh.
I mean, to be honest, you can understand why the Lord feared that way. Look at our people, man.
Yeah.
They get to all kind of weird, strange things, man. It don't even make sense. You just look at them and shake your head like they gotta die.
Niggas gotta
You know
die.
what I'm saying? It ain't even no trying to pray for them. They just gotta die, man. How can you pray for somebody that's like 9 feet tall, big old Aaron's beard with a dress on, a lipstick, and high heels? You see what I'm saying? Ain't no hope for that, man. They gotta die, man. That's why the Lord feel that way, man.
If I can real quick,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll head back to you. NLT, it say Ezekiel 22 verse 18. It say, "Son of man, the people of Israel are the worthless slag that remains after silver is smelted. They are the dross that is left over, a useless mixture of copper, tin, iron, and lead." It's annoying when they have no fire pits and you get things that's useless and just throw it in there.
What you gonna do with this mattress?
That's how the Lord look at y'all.
Hey,
Man.
man, that's bad, bro. That let you know the Lord is the ultimate Jake, man. Come on, man. God, dog, man. But y'all people out there think we be talking bad. No. Look how raw the Lord talk to you, man.
Right.
God, dog, man.
It gonna back it all up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's only a matter of time, too. It's only a matter of time.
Does it do everything? Just throw it in there.
Yeah, just put it in there.
We don't need it.
Yeah. Oh, man, go ahead, y'all.
You got back up one.
Ezekiel 22:19 says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross, behold."
Oh, yeah. You Israelites is teaching that, to see him for sin. Hey, just throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
Or what would they teach you in the New Covenant?
Throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
Sleeping with a white woman.
Throw them in there. Nah, we ain't keeping that. Just throw them in there. We gotta clean our house out.
I don't want to see.
You know what I'm saying? We not hoarding this. You know, throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
This nigga got bed bugs.
Throw them in there.
Go ahead, man.
It says, "Because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it to melt it."
So then you turn the fire up higher.
Right. Oh man.
God, dog.
You know what? I just want to make mention of this. Like that verse 19, it say at the bottom part, say, "I will bring you to my crucible in Jerusalem."
God, dog.
So then the crucible is a ceramic. It's a ceramic or metal container in which metals or other substances may be melted or subjected to very high temperatures. It's a situation of severe trial in which different elements interact, leading to the creation of something new. But ultimately, the first one would say like pretty much this is like a melting pot.
Yeah.
And that's what this place is. A melting pot.
They're like you see them jewelers do that. They take their gold and melt the chain
And pour it
down.
in the little thing.
Yeah, in their little bowl or whatever.
Yep.
That shit real.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? And reshape it, man. Get all the impurities out of there.
That's what the Lord said. He gonna throw you in. Just throw them in there.
Just throw them in there. Add them in there with the others. Yeah. He ain't no good. Yeah. He ain't no good.
It's like, bro, you start the top.
No remorse, man.
Ezekiel,
All mercy's gonna be cut off, man. There ain't gonna be no more mercy, man. No more, that long suffering spirit. No, that's gone. Now that you just getting that righteous indignation, man. That righteous anger now. Now you just mad. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Going into what you're saying, or the scripture that says the Lord is long suffering, but He will not at all quit the wicked. So there's a lot of individuals who think they're getting away with their sin and iniquity, but hey, the Lord's letting you build up your tab, letting your iniquity come to a full. I was just thinking about that too. And I was saying, the Lord gonna let your iniquity come to a full. All right, let you build up your tab. Hey, our judgment is gonna hit you like a semi truck, man. All right.
So you can't run out the Lord, don't pay your tab. He everywhere.
I ain't gonna steal from the Lord.
Right.
Hey, but some people do it though. Hey, we done seen it. Some people do it. We've seen it.
Yeah.
Hey, brothers, you know, I need help. And, see? I need help. And all that, you know, just help you out and boom, disappear. That's what I'm saying. Disappear. You might well just, hey, you might well just throw yourself in traffic, man. You stole from the Lord. Just, go ahead.
Get your strong rope and, you know, a little stepping stool and
Get you a 30-foot rope and jump off a 28-foot pier.
I got that. Go ahead. I got that Ecclesiastes.
See?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
So at the end of the day, man, what, man? People think because, you know, they sleep with the next man's wife, they continue to eat pork, man, do all manner of wickedness, judgment doesn't fall upon them immediately. They think they can keep doing it and doing it and doing it, getting away with it. But hey, what does the scripture say? The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. So the Lord sees your every move, man. All right, he's not letting you get away, man. All right, once again, the Lord is letting your iniquity come to a full. All right, so he can hit you with that judgment. All right.
Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh by Shem Shai, which fear before him.
Yeah, because the top of that verse said, even though his days be prolonged, so ultimately, it seems like his days are being prolonged, but the Lord has a time appointed for that individual to be judgment. All right, but what does the scripture say? It shall be well with them that fear the Lord. It's going to be well with the elect, man. So ultimately, only on this side, the elect of Israel truly fear Yahweh by Shem Shai, which is why they're trying to abstain from the appearance of all evil, as the scriptures say, man.
Yeah, it's just like when you get locked up. You get processed, you sit in jail, then you what? Go for your plea and arraignment, then sit in there and then wait for your trial. You know what I'm saying? Once you go to trial, that's when you know the sentence is handed out. Whether it's by the needle, chair, or you sit there for life. You know, that's what the Lord do to these people, man. They build their case up, and when it's time for court, hey, guilty. Death.
That's it.
You got the last one.
Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I will bring evil upon them. All right, the Lord's going to be bringing bad times to y'all. All right, to you wicked jakes out there, because you know y'all don't want to listen to the words of the Lord. All right, y'all want to do whatever is pleasing to yourselves. All right, it says which they shall not be able to escape. So yeah, you know y'all doing all that, you know, all them wicked things. Hey, the Lord ain't going to allow y'all to escape. All right.
Right.
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. All right. So yeah, y'all screaming, hey, Lord, help me. Hey, the Lord ain't gonna hear y'all. He gonna let y'all go through it. All right, because y'all deserve it. All right.
That's what said the Lord gonna cut the remote up on them. Lord, hey, cut the body.
And the Lord said, go and cry to the gods that ye have chosen, man.
Right.
All right, so hey, the Lord's not hearing 2/3 in that day.
Man, that's a bad way to be, man. Crying to the Lord, and He don't even hear you, man. God. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
All right, with that, we hope this lesson was edifying for the body. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways.
Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like it to the speckled bird. To you would say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Baba. Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
All right, Shalom to you, sincere Akim and Aqua on the comment board.
Shalom.